Like, I'm leaving all to sin, by the way. I hope you know.
No! Wow, you got the technical difficulties part?
I need everyone to know how ridiculous you are.
I'm not ridiculous, okay? That was not my fault.
Oh, 100%. This is actually great. This is like leading into. This is actually really good.
Why is this really good?
Because I need the world to know how ridiculous you are.
I'm not ridiculous. My laptop was not cooperating with my headphones. That is not my fault.
My laptop is not cooperating with my headphones.
Oh my gosh. Yo, I was just like, who said that?
That's funny. So anyways, welcome everyone to episode 5? Episode 5 of No Wahala, the podcast. I have a very special guest with me today. Her name is Becky of the Congo and the Congo related peoples. She's also Greek, so there's a little white girl dwelling in an African body somewhere.
We don't really claim that part, but okay.
So you don't claim Greek anymore?
When did I ever claim Greek?
Look at you lying to the public. What?
Wow, that's crazy. Now you're trying to make me seem like a liar.
Nah, I'm kidding. So yeah, we are here. After I tried to get you to come on this podcast like 70 million times.
No, shut up. I've tried to come on this podcast 70 million times. You just are always out. You're hard to get a hold of.
That's not necessarily true.
I think it's very true because you're always on the go.
I'm always on the go. You're always on the go. We both are mobile people. We're always, busy doing what we do.
Nah, you could find me in one of 3 places. One of 2 places.
Same.
You're lying. You're lying. And one night, you're like, 1 minute, I'll be like, hey, Tunde, where are you? Oh, I'm in my house. Next minute, hey, Tunde, where are you? Oh, I'm at this, that. Oh, okay. Oh, I might be in Jersey later on tonight. Wait, what? Okay, cool.
Speaking of Jersey, shout outs to Dougie F. I mean, that's not random, but you know why. So
yeah, Dougie F is he's pretty dope, yo. Like, if you guys are not on him yet, you guys definitely need to get on him.
Shout outs to young Douglas, wherever he's at.
Douglas, what's his last name? I wonder what the F is for.
I don't know. Let me do a Google real quick.
Yeah, real quick, because people mess that up for Dougie Fresh, right? That's what it always got confused for in the beginning.
Douglas Ford.
Oh man, I thought it was like Frederick or something.
I predict that one day he will just drop the Dougie F and just go by Doug Ford.
You think so?
I think so.
D Ford sounds dope as hell.
D Ford. I feel like he's gonna one day just be like, you know what? Drag life had to evolve. So we out here.
And go by Doug Ford. Doug Ford sounds so white. It sounds like a person in the IT team in Google.
My name is Doug Ford. I'm a system analyst.
Yeah, there we go. That sounds like the proper title for that. System analyst.
I'm going to audit your servers and let you know.
Okay, you're running into words I don't know.
I should say it in Greek, or maybe you don't understand it then.
Oh, wow, why Greek?
Also,
I just told you.
Shout outs to
you want to say that one more time?
Shout outs to Becky's mom.
Yay!
Shout outs to Becky's mom because she made the fire chicken. I don't even know what the type of chicken it's called, but
it's just she just calls it stewed chicken. I swear my mom puts crack in her chicken because it's so addictive.
That's still hanging out in my freezer, by the way. I'm trying to, you try to preserve good food for so long. Like, you want to eat all of it, but you don't want to eat all of it because you want to save it for, like...
You played. You should have finished it and then told me, and she would have made you more. But she left today.
Where'd she leave to?
Mommy went to Senegal.
Your mom's in Africa?
Yeah, she went back to Africa. She was like, my kids don't want me here anymore. I'm like, you're being so dramatic.
Oh my god, your mom is hilarious. Your mom and my mom are mad funny. First of all, how was your Christmas?
Oh, Congolese people don't celebrate Christmas.
What? What'd you guys celebrate?
New Year's. We wait for New Year's. Break it
Y'all
all
don't,
out on New Year's. Drop bands on New Year's.
y'all don't celebrate Christmas?
Nah, we're not really big on that. Everybody waits till New Year's, break out their best suit,
Their
chicken.
best.
Chicken is a luxury in Congo, so we literally only eat that. Well, I'm not gonna say we, because as you can tell, I eat chicken every day. But
Yeah, you love chicken and you're so smart. I don't know where it goes.
what do you mean? Yo,
Yeah,
honestly,
listeners, parishioners, if you saw Becky, just be aware that Becky is the size of a small old woman
what?
with a young soul. Like,
What are you
you're
talking
you
about?
have like you're like a petite grandma size.
Am I really? I'm pretty tall. I'm like 5'5". Don't guys think 5'5" girls are gigantic?
I can't wait till like some of our listeners see us out and they're gonna be like, Becky, you are not tall. Like, what are you talking?
I am tall. Like,
You're so not.
I don't know. Doesn't every guy be like, I want her to be like 5'2", 5'3"?
Yo, that's not tall.
Yeah, 5'3" is short, but 5'5" is tall. That's what I'm saying. I'm tall.
Anyways, you maybe it's because you're slim. You just seem, I don't know. You just have like the tiny flex going on. I respect it though. You know, the good things sometimes come in small packages. Sometimes.
Hey, sometimes. All the time. No, I'm kidding.
Word.
I wish it went somewhere though. Like, I really wish it all went to like my ass or something. I feel like I'm the only African out there with like a small ass. Maybe it's
like,
I'm part white.
Like you always making references to that, and it's not true. But it's neither here nor there. But I'll let you carry on with that.
I don't believe you anymore. A friend of mine, I walked in and this nigga was just like, yo, Becky, what happened? Like, where'd your ass go? I was like, what? What do you mean where'd it go? I worked so hard for it. It's gone?
The yams formerly known as Becky. Jeez.
Someone needs to teach me how to make yams so I could just eat them like crazy and get some yams.
What's your 2017 New Year's resolution?
Let's see. Honestly, get money.
That shouldn't be a resolution. That should be a day-to-day goal. Like, what?
That's a day-to-day goal and a resolution.
Oh my gosh.
Honestly, okay, fine. Real honestly. I want to try to be like, I want to get a routine. Like, I feel like I don't have a routine. Like, I just wing every day.
You out here winging it?
I'm out here winging life, yo, and I want a routine. Like, one of those people that wake up at 6 a.m. and then they're out by like 7:30. Like, I want to be one of those people. Like, I wake up, I eat breakfast, I work out, like one of those people.
You literally wake up at like 2:00 p.m. I'm confused. I'm like,
wow, that's crazy. That's you. You're confusing me for you, because when you wake up, I'm already at work. Why are you trying to play?
No, you're talking about my vacation schedule. I'm talking about like regular schedule.
Wow, Tunde's trying to expose me out here. You don't want me to get married. You want all these African men to be like, she's useless.
Yo, first of all, it's very interesting that you bring up that, because when I got home, what do you think was the topic of conversation from every African that I encountered this weekend?
Tunde, when are you getting married?
Is that like an African thing? Like, is that what just happens? Like, you hit a certain age and everybody's like, oh, good to see you. Where's your wife? Like,
First off, I'm really surprised that it took this long for them to start asking you, because they've literally been asking me since I was 16.
That's nuts.
That's nuts. And I think it's because my grandma got married when she was like 15. So like when I got home, they're like, oh, Rebecca, when you getting married? When am I getting kids? I said, what? When are you? What?
Niggas want stable careers first. Niggas want niggas want to live life and travel first.
Exactly.
Like, tie me down. Like, for what?
I mean, but technically, you could do that with... No, but this is... that's what I hate about guys, actually. Let's address this right now. We're going to address this right now. Why is it that you guys see, like, settling down as, like, I don't know, like, a death sentence, like, the end of your freedom? Why can't you travel and have fun with your significant other?
I don't see settling down as a death sentence at all. I think my biggest fear is settling down with the wrong person. Like settling down with someone and then like 10 years later finding out that that person is just not the person that you were supposed to be with. Like maybe your soulmate was, hiding somewhere. Maybe she was in Morocco hiding out in a sand dune. And then
interesting reference.
You know what I'm saying? And then, you decide to get married to, somebody from South Africa or, and then 10 years into the situation, Morocco comes out of nowhere like, yo, we were supposed to be together. And then you're fucked because, like, wow, I really thought that this was the person I was going to spend the rest of my life with. And now here comes my soulmate, from Morocco, dancing out of a sand dune, trying to, upgrade my life with some jollof I've never ever experienced.
What? Does Morocco even eat jollof? Like,
Moroccans are definitely on the jollof wave. I don't know who taught them. I don't know when they started learning, but Morocco definitely knows about jollof.
Wow, Congo needs to get on that wave because I learned that mad late.
Yeah, I need to, step out of the jungle and learn some things.
Wow, we're the jungle now. But I totally feel what you're saying, though. Like,
no, but now that I think about it, I should look into why Morocco is aware of jollof, yo. That raises the question. Because I didn't teach her. So I need to find out which one of my brethren in the Lord.
Yo, you're hilarious.
Which one of my brethren in the Lord was she
I'm pretty sure a group of them kept fucking with Moroccans and got tired of not coming home to jollof at night. So one of them made a missionary trip down there and gathered a whole bunch of Moroccan women and set up a clinic to teach them how to cook jollof.
Wow, set up a whole temple just to teach them the word.
A whole temple.
That's nuts.
Right? I could see it though.
That's nuts. You're out here encouraging parishioners to around and spread the word.
Watch next year. We're gonna hear some Nigerian pastor in Morocco teaching women how to make jollof.
If you don't know how to make jollof, you cannot keep a husband. How do you expect to keep a husband if you don't know how to make jollof? Can I get a amen?
Could you marry someone that didn't know how to make jollof?
I think that whoever I end up with has to know how to do certain things. Just like I would expect that she would expect me to know how to do certain things, like, fix things and provide and, be a man, that stuff. I would expect for my lady to, learn how to be, somewhat amazing, incredible, absolutely, bonkers in the kitchen. And for that to be a reality, jollof is like a necessary, like, foundation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know the jollof before I can trust your ways in the kitchen.
Interesting. Okay, so I have a legitimate question for you.
Cool. What's up?
Ghana jollof or Nigerian jollof?
I can't answer that question for a few reasons. Only because, A, I like living, and I don't want I don't want a disgruntled West African to throw a shoe at me in public for siding with one country over another. But what I will say is I've had trash Ghanaian jollof, I've had trash Nigerian jollof, and I've had amazing Ghanaian jollof, and I've had amazing Nigerian jollof. So I think it really depends on the person making it. That's my PC way of answering that question. I think it depends on the hands that make it. You know what I'm saying? If Auntie is skilled in the kitchen, if Auntie is nice in the kitchen, and she knows what she's doing, and she's not just throwing pepper everywhere, trying to then the jollof should be sweet. But if she does not, understand the serving sizes and things like that, the jollof will come out disgusting. No matter who puts it together, it's going to be very disgusting. You have to be aware of what you're putting in the pot, and how you're stirring the thing, and how you're mixing all the ingredients, and what protein you're using. You're using meat and chicken and goat, and fish and all these things. It has to come together in a very nice way. You understand? You can't just be mixing it anyhow. It's not good. It's not compulsory.
I won't lie. I tried to make jollof one time, and that shit came out so soggy.
Wow, you're making water jollof.
I'm making jollof pudding.
Whoa,
yeah, I'm starting a whole new trend.
That is the most disgusting thing I've ever heard.
Jollof pudding. We've heard of rice pudding, right?
I'm going to throw up on you right now.
Wow, that's crazy. Watch this be a trend in like
Jollof pudding be?
within
What?
the next year. People are gonna be like, "Hey, jollof pudding."
Jollof pudding. What are you even talking about?
That's a new trend, man. You need to get on it.
Not gonna happen. Not gonna happen. So
I'm gonna.
no. In fact, I had a lot of jollof for Christmas. Mom definitely hooked it up, put the pot together, invited my family over, and we just ate anyhow. It was solid food. There was stew. There was beef stew, fish stew. There was ewedu. There was eba. There was there was amala. There was all these things, and then jollof rice. It was delicious.
So is this you telling me all the food you're bringing me back?
Basically, if I can find a container big enough to bring.
Hey, don't play. You know Africans got containers for days. I'll call your mother and make sure she gets one. Huh?
My mom would low key like drive a shipment of food. Just if you called her and was like, "Look, Mommy Tunde, can you please make sure that Tunde bring back food for me?" She'd be like, don't even mind my stupid son. I'm going to bring it myself.
Okay, let me get Mommy Tunde's number.
Heck no.
What?
That's dangerous. I'm not. So here's the thing I'm not doing. I'm not connecting any women that I'm friends with at all to my mom. Because my mom...
Why not?
Let me tell you why. My mom likes to befriend any women that she's aware of that I know. Whether we're homies, whether we're messing, whatever. Mom never is allowed. Because my mom makes friends very, very easily.
So what's wrong with that? Why can't I be friends with Mommy Tunde? Why can't Mommy Tunde and I go shopping?
Because here's the problem. If we ever fall out, God forbid, it's not going to happen. But let's say that there was ever a fallout, my mom would still be your homie.
Okay, and I would still be her homie.
Exactly. That's problematic. I can't let that happen. You're supposed to be my homie, Mom.
Wow, that sounds so petty. That sounds childish.
Mom, I came out of your womb. You got to be my friend.
Okay, and I can't.
If I'm not rocking with, Felicia anymore, I'm saying you can't be rocking with Felicia no more, Mom. Bye, Felicia.
Wow. Why can't you let Mommy Tunde be great?
Mom Tunde is always great. She was born great. She's going to live great. She's always good.
No.
I need to keep her away from, anyone that's not going to be, anyone that she doesn't have to know, she doesn't need to know.
Wow, did you just say Mommy Tunde doesn't have to know me? Is that what you're trying to say?
The thing is, I already know Mom's going to have to meet you at some point just because we're close. But I'm going to have to I'm going to have to put boundaries on y'all. Like, you're not allowed to call my mom.
What? That's selfish.
I say all this, but my mom would be the one to be like, Becca, I like that girl. What's her number?
Exactly. I'd be the one to go, Mommy, here's my number. Here it is. Let me know when you're coming so I could come get some food.
She'll be like, thank you, my dear. You're welcome anytime. Nah.
Yo, African moms are just clutch as hell.
Yo.
They're fake clutch, only to like other Africans. Because if you were ever to try to bring like, okay, should I say this? Yeah, if you were ever to try to bring like a white girl home, your mom would probably be like, Tunde, what is this?
When I tell you that came up this weekend, she was like, just don't bring any. Just please don't bring any, you know what I'm saying. What?
Yo, that's hilarious.
Yo, I put that on the Instagram story. My aunt called from Nigeria too. She was like, we don't want chicken and burger wife. You understand?
Oh!
I said, what?
They want pepper stew.
But please, mom, chicken burger wife. Wally, I don't want it. Don't bring chicken burger wife. We don't want that one here.
Funny. Yo, I'm a chicken and burger person.
Yeah, you wouldn't fly, dog. Nope.
Yo, that's crazy.
My mom would still love you though because you're African, but nah.
That's real crazy.
Please, chicken and burger wife? No, we are not going to have a other Chinese wife. No, we're not doing that.
First off, let me mention, I made fufu for the first time yesterday. No, not first time, but for the first time in a long time. And the whole time I was trying to cook this thing, I was just like, this is exactly why African women have the ability to beat their husbands, because you
all
need
that motion.
So much strength. Yeah. That shit is so hard to turn. Like, you need so much strength to cook fufu.
Shout outs to the women that pound the yams, yo. No pun intended. Hey.
Yo, is yams practically fufu?
Yams is, well, what y'all consider fufu? That y'all take cassava and turn it into fufu, correct?
One of the types is that, yeah.
Correct. So basically, fufu is like a catch-all term for the starchy foods that, whether it's cassava or yam or other starchy foods. So yeah, what we call pounded yam would be considered fufu as well.
Interesting. Wait, so does that start off like as a flour, like as a powder?
It always starts off as like a dry flour, then it's mixed with hot water, then it's pounded until it's, it's to your goodness is.
What? I could so cook that though. Okay, so that definitely like expands.
It's like mashed potatoes. That's the easiest way to explain it.
Mashed potatoes is mad easy to make. If you're saying that, then that means you're saying a white person can make fufu successful.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is, you know how there's mashed potatoes from the actual potatoes, and there's like instant mashed potatoes from the box.
Okay.
So they have that. They make fufu like that too. But the fufu they make in the bag form is not real fufu. Just like the mashed potatoes in the box form is not real mashed potatoes. It's just starch. So if you're taking the actual vegetable, the actual potato, and mashing it, that shit ain't easy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you got to really work at it to get to that consistency where it's like nice and fluffy and all that. It's not easy. That's the same thing with fufu. Like fufu is tough. You have to beat that shit. Pause. Till it's.
I was waiting for you to catch that.
You know what I'm saying? You got to, manhandle that.
Gotta manhandle that. You gotta beat that, right?
Pause. All that.
You're so funny.
But once that shit mixed with the stew and you get to scoop up the stew, what?
Is that really your favorite food? Yo, that makes you're gonna have a gut by the time you're like 35, if that's what you do. Yes.
No way.
Yes.
No way. You've seen what? No. First of all, my metabolism has been high since I was a kid.
Hey.
So when
all of them were once upon a time. The older you get, huh? Okay.
First of all, I also work out, so not gonna happen.
Second, when do you work out? When
I'm not working, I work out.
I go
for runs. I do minor exercises in the morning. I do major exercises when I catch downtime in the evening. Absolutely. And now that I've been on vacation, I've been going to the gym. What do you mean?
Interesante.
You play me like niggas ain't members at Equinox. The fuck you mean?
What the fuck is Equinox? Is that a gym? That's a gym.
What? See, you're talking about.
I don't have to lie though. I don't work out. You just heard me say.
7 pounds.
Wow. Why are you trying to play?
I could literally pick you up with one hand.
You need to stop making me sound like a twig to these other African gentlemen.
Why? Because we don't like twigs?
Yeah, that's exactly why. Please do not let him convince you of such. I am fake thickums.
Thickums.
Compared to your average female.
No way.
No? Are you denying it?
I'm not saying you're fake. I'm not saying you're not fake thickums. I'm definitely not saying that.
Or so you say. No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, I wish Alina was around, yo. She's out here. Shout outs to her.
Always out. I called her, and the moment she picked up, I heard like moving in the background. I said, "My nigga, are you ever home?" She just laughed. She was just like, "I'm always home. You just call me at the wrong time." I'm like, "No." My
sweet Ghana Jollof.
Yeah, now she's your sweet Ghana Jollof. Okay.
Nah, we rank on each other. We got to though.
Okay. Interesting.
Shout out there. If she was on, I would be making fun of her the entire time. You know that.
Yo, she should be on. She said she was down to do the other part.
That's fine. That's all right. So what are you doing? What are you doing tomorrow night?
What time tomorrow night?
I believe it's 8 p.m. to 2 a.m.
I get off of work at 7, so that's it basically.
Milk River, shout outs to Bawo, our other co-host of this podcast. He's doing I believe it's called Afro-Sensual.
Afro-Sensual?
Correct. a Wednesday night at Milk River from 8 p.m. to 2 a.m. Come down. It's free entry till 10. Celebrate 2016 with really awesome Africans and dope people that like Afrobeats music. It's going to be lit. You're going to see me. You're going to see Becky, hopefully, if she's not hiding in Jersey somewhere. Maybe Lina will even come through. And, Bow will be there. It's going to be lit. Maybe Ndami will show up. Who knows? Like, there's so many people that can show up. All I know is that you want to be there. It's going to be a good time. Boom, come through. Bring your new braids you got done for Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's
leave your boyfriend at the crib. You know what I'm saying? Leave your boyfriend. You know what I'm saying?
Are you encouraging shitness?
No, I'm not. You didn't see my tweet earlier? I said I'm ending all that. I'm not going into the new year with any Yoruba demon tendencies. I'm leaving all that behind.
So I'm glad you know that Yoruba men
nah,
yo. Demons.
We are not. That's a myth.
All Nigerian men, actually. All of them.
I reject that unfortunate stereotype.
Accept it, my friend. All of you are devils in disguise. If you ever go for a Nigerian person, a Nigerian man specifically, he will ruin your life. Wow. I was about to say something else, but the other portion was so inappropriate.
Yeah, but the other portion is true. I don't mind ruining that. But ruining the life portion? Nah.
Wow, that's funny. Funny.
How are you going to call a blessing a ruiner? Like, what does that
mean? Are you calling that a blessing? What kind of blessing is that?
When I flog something, well, that's not a... What do you mean? That's ruining something.
They flog and then they go. Huh?
Well, I mean, if she ain't, if she's not properly, if she's not, handling certain duties properly, then you got if she's not tricking well, you have to go somewhere else and find something, something more compulsory. I don't know what to tell you again.
Like, are you being serious right now? Like, there was so much sarcasm in your tone, like in your voice.
I mean, that's the beauty of, conversation. Sometimes, you can assess that it's the truth. Sometimes you can assess that it's sarcasm. But what I will say is that I have made a personal goal for myself to not be a bad person in the new year. I'm striving to be all wholesome in 2017. Not,
it's funny.
Not borrow anybody's girlfriends.
Not borrowing?
No, I'm making a very conscious effort to be a very, respectful, chivalrous gentleman. That's my goal for 2017.
So that's your resolution.
I'm only going to buy flowers for women that I'm actually romantically invested in.
Aww. I've never gotten flowers.
That's because y'all probably not shooking well. What do you expect?
Wow.
I don't know. I didn't say that. I said probably. I didn't say is the fact.
Wow. You know what? I'm not about to put my shit on blast like that.
Shout outs to your bae. Shout outs to Becky's bae. Wherever he's at. Yeah. All 5 of them. Shout outs to them.
Shout out to Danny, David.
What?
No, I'm kidding. I was about to just randomly list names, but I ran out of names after David. That's how you know. That's how you know.
David 1 or David 2?
Okay. Shout out to Danny, David 1, David 2,
wow.
Danny 2, Daniel, Dawson. I only fuck with niggas with that start with the name D.
Of course, you like the D, so why would you?
No, I'm kidding.
You're not though? That's disgusting. That's hilarious and
You're
disgusting.
You're crazy.
I'm learning so much about you.
You're not learning anything, huh? The fact that I ran out of names after the second names shows you
trash, because you don't have enough names in the roster. Like, what?
It just means yo, I'm such a grandma. I go to work and then I come home and I sleep.
You really do. That's actually accurate and hilarious, because if anyone met you, they would think that you are so lit and awesome,
right?
And all these things, and you're like, nigga, honestly, I just rolled out of bed and came here.
Yeah. Basically. But it's cool because people actually like that. I know you don't want an everywhere ass girl.
Nope.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, there's a shit ton of them everywhere, and it's made the courting process, very, very complicated. I've honestly considered going to Africa to.
Really?
Yeah, I've considered it.
Honestly, I think you'd get like the most submissive and loyal girl ever because like food would be on the table by the time you got home. Africans are just so like fresh. I don't want to say fresh off the boat, but fresh off the boat Africans are so well, not trained, but mannered. There we go.
Yeah, they just have what's the
Proper
word?
house training.
Yeah, it's just like it's a certain couth about them, like like refined manners. They don't teach them. They don't teach. I feel like they don't teach American women. Like moms aren't teaching. I would say most American mothers are not teaching their daughters to be mannered. And I have no qualms with a mother teaching her daughter how to be a woman. That's like encouraged. I love that. Like, yeah, teach your daughter how to be a woman and respect herself and, you know, stick up for her values and more than this and third. But so I feel like some of the basic manners that our parents would have learned are not being taught to our generation and below. So it's kind of difficult to expect to find someone that has the qualities that you'd be looking for in the pool that we've been given here. So yeah, I'm definitely not the only one that feels that way. I feel like most I don't know about all men, but I would say most men that I know are like, yeah, our available options are not really options.
Like I was saying, I actually laughed at that. Like at your available selections not really being selections, whatever.
It's the truth.
No, it's true. I agree with it. But like not including me though. Of course, like that sounds biased, but I'm not saying that for that reason. It's just like I really came to notice like a lot of these African females or Africans in general are so Americanized. Like you wouldn't know a whole bunch of them are African until like they say it or they rep their flag or something. Be like, what? You're African? Just like the way they carry themselves is just, I guess it's because I was like born and raised in Africa and then moved here. But yeah.
I forgot you were born in Africa.
Yeah, exactly. And I spent I was born there and then I moved here when I was 6 and then I moved back there when I was 9.
Oh, so you've definitely seen both sides. Shout out to you.
Yeah, exactly. But I definitely don't fuck with the American side, which is crazy. But like, I don't know. No, I'm not going to say this because then people will know this about me. I'm very low key about like my views on women. But yeah, African women in America right now are very Americanized. Like,
it's scary. And the thing is, they think that just because they're African, like they get a pass. I'm like, no.
Exactly. But I feel like the majority of them, or all of them, are basically just like into makeup and fashion. Like, literally, that's all they could do.
That's it.
I don't. Like, even if you ask, like, damn, now I really wish Alina was here because I really would like to hear like her views on like the role of a woman.
Yeah, it would have been dope.
Right? What are your views? What do you think the role of a woman in a household should be? Like, what is your ideal woman?
Nah.
Why not? Oh, that means they're harsh.
Nope. I feel like my views on how women should conduct themselves would be favored by most men that are raised the same way most African men are raised.
I think all African men have the same views because, like,
we're raised to believe that men have roles, and we're raised to believe that women have roles. Now, unfortunately, because of the American system, most Americans believe that the roles of men and women now can be, I guess, interchangeable, which isn't necessarily a bad thing in moderation. Personally, I believe that it's great if a dude knows how to change his child's diaper, and I think it's awesome if a chick wants to take certain roles that are traditionally held by men, like taking out the trash. Go ahead, take out the trash. I personally wouldn't.
Oh no.
I personally wouldn't want my wife to take out the trash because I don't think that's a very ladylike thing to do. I would take care of that. But the problem that I'm seeing is that a lot of women tend to get riled up because men still feel like there are roles that are set aside for men and roles that are set aside for women. When realistically, if we expected women to do, I feel like if most men expected women to do a lot of these roles that are traditionally set aside for men, then I don't know. I just feel like it would be weird to see see a chick be forced to, replace the battery of her car or put air in her tires. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, no shots at any woman that wants to do that. Go ahead. But like, I'm not expecting a woman to want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Just the way I was raised, I'm not expecting for I'm not expecting for a chick to go outside and mow the lawn. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't know why I don't jump into these conversations when I see, especially on Twitter, when I see like women and men going at it like about gender roles and norms. Like, I just think that people like to get mad and frustrated over things that should be common sense. But who am I to tell a woman, no, you can't put air in your car? Go ahead and do that, but just don't trip when you do it wrong. And you need me to come out at 3:00 in the morning.
That's crazy.
Because you don't want to listen to me in the first place and let me do it.
I think the issue is, it's not so much that, as I think it's just like women don't like being underestimated or undermined or seen as weaker. And that's generally what happens. Like, when you assume that all the harder jobs are meant for men, not saying that that's what you're saying. That's not what you're saying at all. But I'm saying, like, the whole, like, argument behind gender roles or whatever is that, like, certain jobs are too tough for women, or certain jobs should be left to men because women are incapable of doing it. And
yeah, I agree with you.
I mean, that's what the issue is. Like, women just want to prove that, you know what, we're strong too. So it's not necessarily like, I could change my car. So
the only reason why I said like that's because I feel like those are the things that come up. It's like women that I see that have an issue with gender norms and gender roles are the first ones to be like, oh, a man doesn't think that I could build a house. And then you give them all the tools to build a house and tell them to build a house. And like, but I don't want to build a house. The man should build the house. That's a man's role. Like, it's the flip-floppiness of women that feel like that bothers me. It's like, oh, I have no issue letting you be a woman and giving you the respect that you deserve and letting you, have wings and do your thing. But when you can't get it done, don't turn around and make it seem like I'm a bad person for giving you the opportunity to do what you're saying that you're qualified to do.
I'm all for gender equality, but I'm for no. Listen, I'm all for it in the sense of respect. Like,
absolutely,
yeah. So, like, quick example, which is actually going to be super interesting. So, my mom left today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, my mom's old school, like, grew up in Congo, whatever. My mom's super old school, so really believes, like, a woman should be, like, raise her children, cooking for her husband, cleaning the house, like that. That's a woman's role, which is all good. Like, I believe that, too. Like, you should be taking care of the children, your husband. Like, you should be holding shit down while your husband's, like, whatever. But, like, I feel like that only goes to a certain extent because, like, okay, so my mom left today. The house is a mess, right? Obviously, because there's 4 men living in this house, and my mom was the only woman, and then me too when I moved in. And it's a big house. Like, it's way too big for one person to clean. And I felt that today too. And my whole thing is like, I don't mind helping you guys clean. At the end of the day, I'm a lady and I don't want to live in a messy environment. Like, I see the house as messy and I'm just like, shit, I have to organize this. I have to clean this. Like, people can't see the house being like this. It's a bad look. That's normal. But what irked me was when my brother, I kid you not, he legit said this. He's just like, my mom asked about something, and my brother's like, no, it wasn't my mom. The guest, my dad's friend, who's another man, asked about the kitchen or was about to, like, help me with the dishes. And my brother said, no, it's okay. Rebecca's going to do it.
Yeah, I'm not okay.
That's a problem. You see, so I stopped. And mind you, in that moment, I was about to start cleaning. I dropped everything. And I said, Joseph, I don't give a fuck. If I'm about to do it, don't ever reference it. Like, don't ever reference it like it's my role. Like, I have to do this. I'm obligated to do this. Like, nobody else could help me. Like, that's disrespectful. And then when he was leaving the house, he's just like, by the time I come back, this should all be clean. Excuse you?
Wow.
Yeah, that's where the issue is. We just want respect. Like, you don't have to say things like that. If you're leaving, like, the respect that we know our roles, and that you trust that we will handle what we have to handle while we trust that you will handle what you have to handle. That's what we want. You don't have, like, we don't have to tell you, okay, baby, you got to go make money today, okay? Don't come back with no money. Like, we don't tell you that. Or you got to go to your job, okay? You got to go sit behind that desk. We don't say that to you guys. We just know, okay, you're going to go out, you're going to handle things. Just like you guys should know we're going to stay or we're going to go out and we're going to handle what we have to handle.
This is true.
Right? That's all I found interesting. So I experienced the whole gender roles thing, and that is exactly why women fight back, because in that moment I wanted to be like, nigga, fuck you. You could clean after yourself. But of course I cleaned, and it's so satisfying. Like, I keep looking around the house like, oh my gosh, this is so clean right now. I love it. I love it. Why are you laughing? Is that weird?
You're so strange.
Why is that strange? Isn't that satisfying? Like, it's not even done being cleaned, but it's just like, it's so addictive. Like, once you see one room get fully cleaned, it's just like, oh my gosh, I have to do the rest.
You know what's
like,
funny? Here's another thing. I don't know if this is a common thing in many households, but when I was growing up, my mom made sure that I didn't, think, oh, just because I'm a guy, I can get away with not doing chores. Like, I had my own chores to do as a kid, and they stuck with me, right? So, like, doing dishes and just vacuuming and scrubbing the floors, and, there was nothing in our household that was like, only a woman does this, only a man does this. All the men in our family cook. All the women in our family cook. All the men in our family do laundry. All the women, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's not a specific thing in this house that's like, oh, only women do that, only men do that. Now, obviously, like, when it comes to certain chores around the house, like, my sister's not gonna, like I said, my sister's not gonna be outside mowing the lawn. That was always something me and my little brother did. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes to stuff like that, I get, like, cool, like, a woman is not gonna be outside mowing the lawn. But when it snowed and shit, my sister would sometimes help us shovel. You know what I'm saying? Like, she would even wait. Like, she would help us shovel snow. So it's like, I don't know. I just feel like people get riled up, and they get riled up when these topics come up. But at the end of the day, like, just get shit done. Like, who cares? Whoever does it, just do it. Who cares?
ooh,
Get it done.
ooh, easier to think that, but I wish like things worked around like that in my household. Like, for a minute, I feel like my parents attempted to do that, but then at some point, like, because my dad was always traveling, so because of his job, so we really grew up majority with my mom. And, moms just love their boys. Like, moms love to spoil their boys. Boys are mama's boys. So, I don't know. Moms just have an attachment to them. So, my mom was just like, girls, you have to take care of your brothers. I'm sorry, did he marry me?
Yeah. No, you're right. You're right. But, I mean, for whatever reason, that's the culture. And, I feel like everybody has a choice. Either you want to abide by tradition and do what's been done, or you want to reject tradition and follow your own path. And whether you want to call it being Americanized or whatever it is, like, there's certain good things you can pick out of all cultures and adapt with the culture that you're born with. But some people just like to throw away all of the culture and forsake it for a culture that's a bastard of another culture anyway. And that's what I have an issue with. Like, everybody wants to be American so bad, but, like, what is American culture? I feel like American culture to me is a lack of culture. Like, it's a lack of respect that I see. That's an American thing. It's very much an American thing. Like, nobody respects anybody. Nobody respects anything. Nobody respects relationships. Nobody respects
anything.
There's just lack of respect. And I never could abide to that or abide by that. And that is why, I feel like that American shit, they can keep that.
I like how you said that. They could keep that.
That shit. I'm good.
That's so true, though. That's so true. I remember when I first, not first, it was my second time moving back here from South Africa this time. And, I don't know, did you ever go to school in Africa?
I took classes in Africa when I was a kid, but I didn't stay long enough to, like, say I went to school there now.
Yeah. I don't know how it works, like, in Nigeria, but in South Africa, like, all the teachers, the women are called ma'am, the males, yeah, of course, like,
man, it's all respect.
Yeah, like, it's not even Mrs. this, no, it's ma'am, sir, like, whatever. So when I moved here and I automatically went into high school. Like I came in the middle of the year, but I automatically went into high school and I'm sitting in the guidance counselor's office and my guidance counselor was a guy. So I was saying, no, sir. Hi, sir. And he's just like, oh my
You're
God.
so respectful.
Yeah, they were all so shocked because it was like my brother and my sister, and all three of us were the same way. No, ma'am, hi, sir, whatever. And they were just like, oh my gosh, you guys are so respectful. We're looking at each other like, why is this so shocking? Mm-hmm. And then I started high school, and I was just like, oh, this is why this was shocking.
Yeah, no, I got that my whole life. Every time I would start a new grade or, meet somebody's parents, I was always very, yes, sir, no, ma'am, thank you, ma'am. Super respectful. It's just the way I was raised. So it's like when I meet people, I feel like that's also the reason why people think I'm older than I am. Because since I was a kid, I was always extra OD respectful. And it wasn't even like something I had to think about. It was second nature to me. So now when I come across people that are mad disrespectful, just lack respect, they bother me and they turn me off. And a lot of women that have tried to, that I've, whatever talked to, I think that a lot of them they just weren't raised the same. They just don't have the same reverence for respect. So it's never going to work out in that case. Like, I might entertain it for a little bit, maybe because you're fine and you got the yams or whatever, but like over time, it's not gonna fly. No.
You can't even bring that home.
Oh, 100, no. There's no way I'm even thinking about bringing it home if you have no respect. Like, respect for yourself first, and then respect for me. Because if you don't respect yourself, I'm not expecting respect for me or anything. A lot of dudes don't respect themselves out here either.
But I low-key feel like African men get a pass for being disrespectful because a lot, not even going to say you guys, but a lot of African men are so disrespectful.
That's one of the negatives of our culture as well. I think because the society is super patriarchal, a lot of men get passes for being dogs. And I mean, it's not, I wouldn't say it's just Africa. It's definitely a global thing. Like the patriarchal societies, like men get away with shit more than women. It's disrespect everywhere. It sucks. It's unfortunate that it's become such a problem across the globe. But for whatever reason, women seem to be way more respectful outside of America, and that is where I'm looking. Whether you are in London or whether you're in Morocco, or whether you are in Nigeria,
especially with Morocco, like
whether you are in Australia, wherever you are, we're here.
I want everyone to peep that Morocco is the only African country Tunde keeps making reference to when it comes to, okay?
So all I'm saying is that shout outs to the special North Africans and the special East Africans in my life that are awesome and dope and wonderful and great. And those are just amazing countries to visit if you ever have an opportunity to visit.
I could hear the smile in your
You know what I'm saying? Like, if you ever want to really experience the beautiful specimens of the female,
Congo has the most exotic females ever.
Yo, I recently had a night vigil with an East African woman from Eritrea, and let me just tell you that country is filled with beauty.
Yes.
Oh my God.
And it's like every single woman there is gorgeous. But their men are so hideous.
You know what? I don't care. Good. That's why it's great for me, because they already know that their dudes are trash. So they're like, yo, we have never had suitors in our country. So like, y'all come in, I literally could walk in the dark. Pick someone, leave, and know that she's fire.
It'll be pretty. Yeah, that's true. This is a quick sidebar, right?
Sidebar, let's go.
This entirely has nothing to do with everything we've been saying, but there's this kid on Instagram, and his name is Divine Falsetto, right? Funniest captions ever. I swear this guy is the most creative person I have ever met when it comes to captions. So he posts, did you see the meme of where Kodak Black dropped his phone?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's Kodak Black dropped his phone in the shower while he was using Instagram Live. And this guy's caption is, if Kodak can't hold on to his phone, he dropped that soul.
Oh my God.
that funny? Divine Falsetto. Do you follow him?
I don't, but he keeps getting, like, people keep sending me his memes. So I definitely peeped them. Shout out to Divine Falsetto.
Hey, right. That's lit. I didn't know he was that lit. Wait. Oh, wow, he is that lit. I never even paid attention to his followers.
Somebody just told me to follow him today, which is funny.
Really?
Really?
That's so funny. Let's talk about how I didn't, like, I was friends with you forever and didn't pay attention to anything with you.
Wait, what?
You know, I never even paid attention to, like, your Instagram or, like, your followers.
Good.
Yeah, and then I don't know what happened. One day I clicked on it and I was just like, 13.6? What the fuck? Public figure, what the fuck? I was like, okay, that's cool. And I never paid attention to it. You're so light-skinned.
Am I?
Yeah, I'm on your Instagram now, and I'm seeing that, like, you know how you have that block picture
Oh, God.
of you on the phone? Who you calling? Who you drinking on a payphone? Oh my gosh, I was so tight on that day.
You were tight on what day?
One Africa.
Why?
Because all I wanted to do the whole night was just meet Davido. That's all I wanted to do. That's why I chilled there all day. And then the moment I have to step out is the moment he walks in. And I was like, okay, God didn't want it. But he wasn't ready for me to meet my husband.
All you had to do was stay in that room with us, so.
I would have met my husband, yo.
That's all you have to do.
I'm announcing it. I'm speaking it. Davido will be my husband.
Well, I'm glad that you are, making it a point to thought in peace.
Wow, how's that thought in peace?
Yo, did you hear that Tiny has filed for divorce from T.I.?
No, she did not. You're lying.
23 minutes ago.
You are lying.
Via TMZ.
No, yo, they were like the longest celebrity couple ever.
I guess it wasn't a...
They just had a baby.
I know.
I was just watching, I don't even know what show it was, where she was trying to set up someone's, what the fuck you call that? Oh, online dating website.
Which one? Ashley Madison?
I don't even know. I just know she was trying to set up someone's dating website, and she was just like, she kept talking about T.I. like, Tip is 6, I can't do this with him.
You actually got her accent right. That's really hilarious.
I was trying so hard to get it.
That's actually hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, that's weird that you can do that so well.
What? Tip. Why is that so funny?
That's hilarious.
Yo, Tunde, what do you think about girls with a lot of piercings?
I don't mind piercings at all, actually. Piercings don't bother me.
So what if they had, like, their whole ear, like, literally all the way, their cartilage, everything, all the way down. They had a septum, they had a nose ring, they had everything, like, everything was pierced. Like, no eyebrow or anything wild like that, but, like, their whole ear, septum, nose, belly, tongue, web, smiley, everything.
I think it also depends on the chick. Like, if you're just a chick and you like piercings and do your thing, I don't care. But if you're like a thought and like you're just out here like doing thotty things and the piercings like accentuate the thottiness, then yeah, I'm cool on you.
What?
Yeah. I don't like none of that is gonna like unless you have like obnoxious parts of your body pierced. I don't care. Do what you want with your body. It's your body. I don't care.
What would be obnoxious?
Like you have freaking 17 piercings in the eyebrow. Like I don't like what.
Okay.
As long as you don't look like a freaking goth, like, I'm good. I don't care, whatever you do. If you don't look like one of the Undertaker's minions, we're fine.
Undertaker's minions?
You trying to look like Avril Lavigne from the Skater Boy video. Like, nobody trying to mess with that.
You still remember Avril? Yo, I forgot about her.
Everybody did. That's my point. You don't want to ever look like you could be forgotten about.
Wow, that's crazy. You just came crazy.
I'm just saying, don't ever don't play yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my god, no, please. Oh, okay.
Why'd you have a mini meltdown?
Because like I keep losing my piercings, like they keep falling out, and I thought another one fell out, so I was gonna be so upset.
I feel like you are you the type of person that loses your piercings all the time?
All the time. That's why I don't have any of them anymore.
Yeah, my friend always loses her piercings all the time.
All the time. Like I literally probably went through like more than 20 nose rings. I kid you not.
Yeah, definitely sat on my couch not too long ago and found some piercings poking me in the booty. I was like, that's not cool.
I'm so hilarious.
How did your piercing end up in the couch? Like what?
Yo, it's hard.
That's what she said.
Wow.
You walked into that one.
Wow.
Walked right into that one.
No, I didn't. I can't ever hold a conversation with you. I don't know when the switch is gonna happen.
Oh no, the switch up happens on command.
On command.
All right, well, this was great.
Yay!
You're an amazing chatter. I didn't feel like we've been on for an hour because it was so fluid.
Really?
So yeah, where can the listeners find you? Where can our wonderful listeners find the Becky of life if they want to follow you? Shoot out your socials.
Should I give them that? Wow, that was gonna be so wrong. Never mind. I was gonna be like, should I give them that, Becky?
Whoa.
That's a wrong reference ever. Wow, that was a dumb.
Wow.
Follow me at LaRebelle _ on Instagram. LaRebelle _
Swag. There it is. That laugh, yo, always hilarious.
What's wrong with it?
No, but it just makes me laugh too.
Yeah.
Boom. So that was episode 5. Make sure you come out to Milk River for the Afro Central party. All of you guys have an amazing New Year's Eve. Whatever you do, don't steal anybody's girl. Don't eat any jollof with stew of unknown origin. Don't make New Year's resolutions that you're going to drop the first week.
That's
what happened?
That's everyone. So
yeah, for sure. That's why I'm just giving advice. Do you have any advice for our parishioners before we go?
Get into jollof pudding.
That's
Don't
disgusting.
be like Tunde. Be more like Becky.
That's disgusting. Absolutely gross.
Actually, that was funny.
Disgusting. All right, till episode 6. Everybody share, retweet. Thank you guys for supporting the show. It's been great. I think the next episode what we should read some fan letters and stuff. There's a lot of people that write to the email, and they make sure that we stay on our toes because they send a lot of suggestions and stuff on how we can improve, and there's a lot of people listening, so shout out to them.
Ooh, shout out to you for having me. Thank you.
Of course, there will be more. This is only the beginning.
Yay!
Listeners, if you want to submit to us, make sure you visit itsnowahala.com and hit the submissions page. Send us a note, itsnowahala.com. And till episode 6. Peace.